Between all the murderers, bank robbers, and corrupt politicians, GTA features a who's who of seedy characters. But who would have thought that so many of these actors behind these ne'er-do-wells have dealt with their own troubling past, oddly echoing their GTA counterparts.
You said a man is stuck in a tree, and he needs my help? Part of you would rather leave him there because he's a bit of a
Shawn Solo Fonteno had a difficult time in his younger years, witnessing the loss of loved ones, drug addiction, and violence, all while battling depression. He even apparently got into a fistfight with Ice Cube in the early 90s. Thankfully, he has since made amends with his fellow rapper-actor, according to TMZ. These experiences gave Fonteno a well to draw from when playing beloved character Franklin Clinton in GTA 5. Though this is his most high-profile gig, Solo has also enjoyed a rap career and a few other acting credits, including the film Grow House and work as miscellaneous voices in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Unlike many stories like this, Fonteno's bumpy past and prosperous present illustrates what many can consider a positive change. In an interview for the Hype magazine, Solo stated, "I'm living proof that you can move past whatever circumstances you're in and find a way to make a change and have a positive impact. I'm blessed to be in this situation and so grateful to the fans of Rockstar Games who have been so supportive." Samuel L. Jackson has become a fixture in pop culture over the years, wowing audiences as Nick Fury in the MCU, Mace Windu in the Star Wars prequels, various characters in Quentin Tarantino films, and many more memorable performances. This resume also includes voicing Frank Tenpenny in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
I'll take that, Hernandez.
Hey, that's my paper, man. That's money.
This is drug money.
However, his lifestyle wasn't always as squeaky clean as it is today. Back during his years acting in the theater, Samuel L. Jackson was a very different person from the beloved screen presence we know today. In those years, Jackson was frequently on drugs, even performing while under the influence. His career started to really take off around the time he got clean. Many have viewed Samuel L. Jackson's recovery from drug addiction as a positive change, worthy of admiration. The Guardian reported that Jackson kicked his drug habits after an incident in which he passed out in the presence of his young daughter. Looking back on his early career, Jackson explained, "I was doing things the right way. It was just that one thing that was in the way, my addiction. And once that was out of the way, it was boom, the door blew wide open." Ray Liotta was already a famous actor when he joined the GTA series to play Tommy Vercetti in Vice City. Outside of GTA, movie fans are bound to recognize Ray Liotta from films like Goodfellas and Field of Dreams. With such a well-loved filmography to his name, getting the actor for GTA Vice City would seem like a dream come true for his fans.
Fly shooting real popular in the Army? Glad I don't pay tax.
Sadly, Ray Liotta went through some dark moments in his life, including being given up by his birth mother and a marriage that ended in divorce. Controversy also struck when the actor was arrested for a DUI in 2007, 5 years after the release of Vice City. In the end, Ray Liotta's bail was set at $15,000. Though he was able to pay this off and avoid jail, it was a low point for the actor. He was placed on probation and had to pay a fine, while Liotta's attorney pointed to an accidental reaction to prescription medication as the cause of the incident. Since Liotta's passing in May 2022, some have expressed a conflicted feeling when remembering the actor, highlighting both his career highs and lows. Jayceon Terrell Taylor, also known as The Game, is a rapper, artist, and voice actor who played B-Dub in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
You know what, man? Get the out of here before you be laying on your back.
Outside of this, fans of GTA may also know The Game from his prolific music career or appearances across reality television. Outside of his acting career, The Game has found himself in a few different altercations with the law. In one bizarre story, the rapper was banned from Canada due to gang affiliations and multiple assault charges. An exclusive report from TMZ explained, Game was blindsided by the last-minute red flag, telling us concert organizers had secured all permits and approval weeks ago to get Game into the country. Having a rough background is one thing, but being banned and deported from an entire country feels outlandish enough to fit right into the plot of an actual GTA game. All joking aside, these charges are serious enough to leave a mark on anyone's record, and they're not the only ones he's faced. Outside of being barred from entering Canada, The Game has racked up a history of other legal troubles, including charges such as battery, illegal weapon possession, obstruction of justice, and sexual assault. An assault charge against an off-duty police officer also earned him 3 years of probation and multiple court-mandated anger management sessions. Burt Reynolds needs no introduction. For those of you living under a rock for the last few decades, he was an iconic actor who appeared in tons of landmark movies, ranging from The Longest Yard to Boogie Nights. What fans may have forgotten amidst that long resume is that the actor also appeared in 2 video games, Saints Row the Third and Grand Theft Auto Vice City. In Vice City, Burt Reynolds provided the voice of Avery Carrington, a role that perfectly utilized his classic southern drawl and attitude.
This here's Tommy Vercetti, the latest gunslinger to come to these parts.
However, similar to plenty of other GTA Vice City voice actors, looking deeper into Burt Reynolds' past will reveal parts of his life that he wasn't very proud of, including a history of womanizing and sexist comments. Despite being shrugged off in the past, those comments came back to haunt him. In a 2015 chat with The Mirror, Burt Reynolds looked back on his past mistakes, including insensitive comments regarding subjects like AIDS and sexuality. The actor stated that he regretted any unkind words he'd said before, and that he'd tried to make amends in the years since. David Cross is a comedian and actor known for his work on Mr. Show and Arrested Development, as well as for voicing Zero in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Cross's comedic timing and delivery made for a memorable character for plenty of GTA fans, even if they never realized he provided the voice. What nets him a spot on this list is an admission that almost belongs in a GTA game. He once did cocaine during the annual Correspondents' Dinner at the White House. While this story may seem like a bizarre subplot in a comedy flick, for David Cross, this is one action he definitely regrets.
As usual, the forces of darkness have triumphed over good.
In an interview with Playboy, Cross explained why he did drugs in the same room as former President Barack Obama. Cross said that he wasn't doing it to get high, but he wanted, quote, to say that I did it, that I did cocaine in the same room as the president. Sadly, rumors surrounding the incident apparently led to Cross and his partner, actress Amber Tamblyn, no longer being invited to future Correspondents' dinners.
Vice City is 24-karat gold these days.
Outside of his work as Sonny Forelli in Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Tom Sizemore, who died in March 2023, was recognized for his work in projects such as Twin Peaks, Saving Private Ryan, and Black Hawk Down. Based on these moments alone, it's safe to say that Tom Sizemore is a household name. As many could have guessed from this article, his record was far from clean. People magazine ended the opening paragraph of its memorial for the actor by calling attention to his iffy track record, which included criminal charges and the substance addictions that Tom Sizemore has struggled with throughout his life. In 2016, Tom Sizemore was charged with intimate partner abuse, intimate partner battery, and even making terrorist threats. He narrowly avoided jail time for these charges after pleading no contest and accepting probation and community service. Around this time, he worked to become sober once more. Despite his recent passing and impressive body of work, some people still remember the actor more for his troubled life and the negative aspects of his career. For many, Gary Busey is a household name, having appeared in huge films like Silver Bullet, Point Break, and Rookie of the Year, as well as TV shows like Celebrity Apprentice. However, as many can already guess, when an actor reaches this level of popularity, there's bound to be a few skeletons in their closet. And Gary Busey has courted controversy before and after his time playing Phil Cassidy in Vice City.
Ta-da! Oh, damn!
While his performance in the game was an excellent addition overall, this has been soured for many players when they've learned of the crimes Busey's been charged with in the past. In addition to past charges of drug possession and spousal abuse, Busey was charged with multiple sex crimes in 2022. 3 fans who attended the Monster Mania convention in New Jersey claimed that Busey groped them without their consent during the event. Additionally, according to a report from CNN, Busey allegedly attempted to talk authorities into silencing the people who reported these incidents. In the weeks following the charges becoming public, Busey told TMZ that he was innocent in the matter. If you or anyone you know needs help with addiction issues, help is available. Visit the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration website or contact SAMHSA's National Helpline at 1-800-662-HELP-4357. If you or someone you know is dealing with domestic abuse, you can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. You can also find more information, resources, and support at their website.